Kyle Goddard. I am the admissions supervisor. I oversee the whole process of intakes from whether it's the phone call, the referral sent over, the initial contact to the last contact of them coming through the door. I've been doing this work since 2018. New Journey House was struggling in a certain area, and so I came over to help and offered my knowledge in an area that I knew Mike needed help in. Mike actually exited me out of an RCO back in 2014 or 15, somewhere in there. Once I had got back into the recovery space and working in the recovery space, I knew he needed help in what was called the RECCAP arms measurement system. And so I was like, okay, I see value in going over there to help them in this. And I can grow with Mike the same way. And I can kind of give back to Mike what he gave to me. And so that's kind of what led me to coming to Journey House. We're small, so it's intimate. There's a more intimate setting here, compared to I've been in, so where our clients are, I have been. I am a person of recovery as well. And so there's a more direct one-on-one approach here, or a more close-knit family feel. And some RCOs are like that, but this one's it's on a smaller scale, so it's a little bit more personable. I try to be the first voice that they, like I talked about with the admissions, trying to get somebody to agree to come here, But if I can get them in the door, I planted the seed. I trust my staff 100% to give out all the love. My own story started with, somebody giving me a chance at an RCO and recovery groups and teaching me what recovery was. And if it wasn't for a place similar to this place, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this interview with you today. I'd be incarcerated or dead. So I just think that every human should have the right to be able to learn what this is, whether it works for them or doesn't. What recovery means to me is that I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a productive member of society. I can, wake up in the morning and want to wake up. I can go through a day, without having to use a substance or something else, and be present in my life. It's all aspects of life. Everything that I have in my life, I can draw a line from recovery to that, whether it be my God of my understanding, my car, my family, my spirituality, my physical health. Everything is aligned directly back to recovery. If I would have never made it into recovery, I would not have any of the things I have. You have to pick your hard. Active addiction's hard. Life is hard. You have to pick your hard. I tell the clients a lot of times is, it's okay if life gives you problems, you just can't give them to yourself. And so, which a lot of times people don't quite grasp is this. It's just, for me, I had to humble myself. I'm not the most important person in the room. I'm not the most important person in the world. The world doesn't owe me anything. Yeah, it's just that we have to pick our hard. And our hard should be the lesser of two evils. For a person in recovery, an addict in recovery, I'm going to speak on my experiences, is I used because of problems, which created more problems, more problems, more problems. Life in itself gives problems to what we call earth people, normal people, they don't, typically a normal person doesn't go make another problem to fix another problem. Whereas an active addiction addict is, the solution is use, because it's the only thing I knew how to do. And later in the recovery process, an addict's going to learn that it's not the substance. It's the feeling, the thought, the idea. I use over thoughts, feelings, ideas, insecurity, worry, doubt, low self-esteem. And those aren't solved by putting another problem on top of it. Just because somebody comes to recovery, not all your problems go away. Not all those feelings that I used over, not all those feelings I made bad decisions over go away. And so you're not alone in having those feelings, because whether you have 1 day clean or 23 years clean, you still have the same feelings, the same thoughts, the same ideas. You just learn how not to use 1 day at a time. And so the one thing that brings me joy is that the planting of the seed. I didn't get it my first try. I know a lot of people aren't going to get it their first try. But if the seed was never planted in me, I would not be here. right? And so, if you don't plant the seed, it doesn't grow. Remain teachable, to remain teachable, that I don't know it all. That there is a big wide world of recovery, and there is more than one way that this thing works. The one thing about working at Journey House is the love. Is the love. Like when I talk to Mike on the phone, when we hang up the phone, whether we're mad or not, we say, I love you. And there has been a love that's been built here. So we've always been able to approach each other, whether I'm wrong or he's wrong, and say, hey, look, we messed up here. Or hey, you did great here. Or two-way street. And it's always been a two-way street. Come see us. Just come see us. Come see us. I haven't had a person come in here and go, I don't think I want to do this. Our dynamic of staff is really awesome. You get to see the Kims walking around, the Melissas walking around, the Michael Tillums walking around, and the personality is, they are their authentic selves here. There's no robotic worker in here. The personalities of the people that they'd be working with on a daily basis, they'll be like, I'm willing to do that. So that's always my go-to. If you're on the fence, just come visit us. Come visit us, see what it looks like. Talk to somebody that's here. Talk to somebody that you'll be talking to on a daily basis, and your mind's more than likely going to change. We're not a one-chance place. That it's not going to be a perfect ride. And you're going to make mistakes. But we're not going to kick you to the curb because you make mistakes. It is expected to make mistakes. Just have to do better and learn from your lessons. More times than not, I give them my own experience in that situation. Granted, I was a client of Journey House for a very short period of time, but it's just like any other place. When it comes to, what we hope for you is that you learn a recovery lifestyle. And if a 27-time felon like myself, homeless, sleeping outside, lost everything, can go through a pathway like this and still, and be who I am today, anybody can do it. And so if I'm ever trying to get somebody to make a decision, I find one piece of their story that I can relate to and grab onto.